Well, we are inside the wonderful mailbox, about to chat to a guy who's about to embark on a brand new tour. It is the wonderful Darcy Oake. Pleasure to sit down with you.
Thank you for having me.
Because you don't get much time to sit down and do this, because you're pretty busy at the moment, aren't you?
Yeah, getting ready for this tour. A lot of things to plan and prepare and get ready for. It's a brand new approach to the live show, the live illusion show. So we're putting a lot of work in on the back end to make sure that this new approach is as seamless as it possibly can be.
Okay, so is there you talk about this new approach. Are you doing this slightly differently? I mean, I've had a little look at the sort of thing you're aiming for with this tour. You're going to kind of immerse the audience in a way that maybe you haven't done before. They're going to be able to move around, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
How does this all work?
So basically, your standard theater show, you go into a theater, you sit in the seats, you watch the show, and inevitably there's like this invisible barrier between you and the performers, where it's like a slight disconnect where you're just watching the show. Okay. This, we've designed it to remove that completely. So there are no seats, everyone's standing, people are going to be moved around the room. I'm going to come down into the middle of the room and do some of the stuff surrounded by the whole audience, and just get rid of that invisible barrier. So instead of sitting there and watching a show, you're fully immersed in it. Everybody becomes part of the show, and which typically is difficult to do with magic, because the cardinal rule of magic is normally you have to watch it from a specific angle, you have to watch it straight on, you can't look at it from the back, you don't want that side view because you might expose something, you know? So it's a finicky art form that way, but we've put a lot of work into being able to do a lot of this stuff surrounded, not have to worry about the angles. So the material and the writing of all of it and the preparation of all of it has been a pretty tedious process, but one which I enjoy. So yeah, I'm really excited to get it on the road. We
are going to talk more about the tour in just a bit, but of course, welcome to Birmingham. You've been doing the cities, promoting this tour in Birmingham. I know you've been doing a few other interviews as well. Have you had time to see Birmingham before? Have you been before?
I've been here once before on tour. I've never had like an actual full-on just day to just explore the city. So hopefully this time when we stop here, I'll get that. But yeah, we've stopped here a few times to perform, but never actually fully taken the city.
So we've seen you do some pretty ambitious stuff on Britain's Got Talent, The Champions as well. Is there anything, you ever get to a point where you're like, okay, I don't think I can achieve that, that's never going to happen, or do you kind of, the sky's the limit, you keep going?
Yeah, I always try to look at it like that and never sort of limit myself, but specifically to that concept of doing the show in the round, the audience fully immersed. Typically a magician has to control their environment to the T to make sure the audience sees exactly what they want them to see. So in this style of show, we're giving the opportunity to see it from all angles and to see it from all around. So it's hard to do as a magician because there are things you have to hide and whatnot. Okay. But so to create that dynamic was always, so that's why you don't really necessarily see too many illusion shows that are done with the audience 360 surrounded. Yeah. Because it's not easy in terms of the actual magic side of things, the secrecy, if you will. So this is very much exposed, nowhere to hide type of thing. And that's an idea I've had for ages. I was like, oh, it'd always be super cool to do a show where the audience can just, see it from everywhere.